Hello and welcome back to another Reverse 1999 episode, Illusivan Listel, or whatever the name of the chapter is. I'm still interested in it. I tried to see, hey, can I fix the last recording where I recorded this and this? Unfortunately not. I did make some good jokes here and there, which heavily demotivated me. I really tried. I sent it to my phone, I could hear the audio, so I thought, perfect, let's record it on the screen. But it didn't work. So, although I can physically see it with the audio, it's just uploading with no audio. It is what it is. The island, the Golden Island, is undoubtedly a sanctuary for the arts, a utopia where all arcanists can thrive. My audio from the last episode was stormed, and my apologies for being so late. I don't know. I have this thing in real life where if I disappear for a day, I disappear for a while because I'm nervous. I mean, and the same thing's happening to my room, actually. If I don't clean it every day, it just starts to stockpile for an entire week before I clean it again. Not that I'm hoarding. Hoarding is an entire different topic. The low stone table is ill-suited for writing, but there is little other choice for the moment.
Thank you for your mediation within the committee. I think you're right.
Oh! I'm hit with whiplash. Oh, I completely forgot. We're coming back to the island. Oh man, Verton, it has been a while since I've seen you.
Sending more people to the island will only exacerbate the trust issue. They don't trust us. And that's what Arcana wants. Things have just got better. And we can't let anything else upset this delicate balance. I think...
The pen hesitates for a moment, but driven by need, it commits to the paper.
If we somehow can't come to an agreement with the Apeiron, we should at least prevent them from allying with the Manus in turn.
The letter lingers dangerously on her fingertips. Then it flutters its wings, flying out of the room as a butterfly, heading its speed toward the headquarters of the St. Pavlov Foundation. I assume this is happening before the whole, military appearing at the island. A timely known breaks the tension
Come
in her.
Please.
The visitor lifts the curtain. The rooms of the School of Apeiron rarely have doors. Such curtains are merely a courtesy for guests from beyond the island.
Good morning, Miss Verton.
Marta? If I squint really hard, She reminds me of Madame Besmert.
I'm here to see if you need help with anything.
May I have some more paper?
Of course. We are always generous in our support of the contemplative.
Thank you, Miss Marta. Don't you want to ask me what I'm writing letters for?
Despite all the unpleasant events, the integrity of your soul number is unquestionable.
The school's envoy stands silently, her gaze not reflected beneath the narrowed eyelids.
The Foundation is negotiating with the outside world. They are trying to resolve this unfounded territorial dispute peacefully. We've yet to reveal the coordinates of the island, and don't want to exacerbate the conflict. Could you convey our sincere intentions?
You're such a young girl, yet you sound like an official.
She sighs, resigned.
But I'm just a practitioner without a number, a roamer of turbulent times. I haven't been on this island much longer than you.
Huh? Wait, this gives me hope. Is this Madame Besmert?
I will send your message, but I'm not the one who makes the decisions.
I mean, even the voice is kinda similar, no?
It's just, from what I know about the teachings of Apeiron, what you're striving for is not of their concern, Miss Verton.
I don't understand.
All that is trivial in the phenomenal world is the trivialist of trivialities.
A wind blows in beyond the void. In the direction of the sea breeze, one can see that the beach is restored as if it were new, no longer bearing the scars of battle that had littered it only a short time ago. Wait, so this is after the bombing?
If the emanation arrives, everything will be washed away. wars, disputes, their number one priority is how to find salvation, once and for all.
Is 37 alive? Okay, we're in the hall. The debate has been ongoing for days. The Hall of Truth occupied by the clamor of their crushing reality.
The fact is, we're going astray. The emanation in 1999 had taken away almost all our outside contacts. Ever since the incident 4 years ago, we've been cut off from the outside world and have become an isolated island in the emanation. And during these 4 years, no research on the emanation progressed. In the end, the theoretical study of its patterns was proven completely wrong. How long should we sit idly by? Until the humans take over our island? No matter who revealed our coordinates, be it the Foundation or Manus Vindictae, someone should be held responsible.
What you pointing at me for?
37 is the one in charge of studying the emanation. Save your questions until after she wakes up. 6 is treating her now.
Okay, why is 6 not here? I thought this guy was the debater. Oh, never mind, he's the judge. He's the judge. So 337 should make an appearance right now.
Also, talking about the decisions made 4 years ago is meaningless now. What's more, the Foundation is not hostile. They helped us minimize the damage from the reveal. Manus Vindictae has also given us constant material support since that difficult time 4 years ago.
37. She's just a child. Can't even handle her own business. Ever since she brought outsiders to the sacred place, everything has changed.
You know you're judging a child in a coma? Even if 37 did something wrong, she's certainly paying for it.
Oh. Those gathered glared at each other from the edges of the room, seething with anger. Far from their formal votes awaiting the casting of stones, the debate has yet to even produce a clear topic of debate. The pursuit of truth of days past, now muddied by the dust and blood of the phenomenal world.
Don't get angry.
Oh.
What 42 is trying to say is simple.
You're not 337, you're 210. Oh man, I am getting old, my bad.
Even if the emanation will take away the human army, when is it coming? Now that our model has failed, how can we be informed of the next emanation and act accordingly? If pure theoretical research is doomed to failure, and if we must look outward, how can we restore communication with the outside world? Do we stand with the Foundation, or with Manus Vindictae?
A clear voice of opposition rises from below.
210. Your words are provocation. Are you saying that we should stop being neutral and get involved in the endless faction disputes? This is against what Apiron stands for.
I can't agree either. The truth is supposed to keep us off the Wheel of Birth, not on it.
I was just interpreting what 42 had in mind. Moreover, we're already caught in the Wheel of Birth. Human weapons were undeniably dropped on our island before. The tragedies it caused and the thirst for justice will only keep us trapped in this cycle. But what caused this cycle to begin with? Brothers and sisters, you are blinded by the shrapnels of that conflict, and you're missing the essence. Listen to me and I will tell you.
Cut to the chase, 210. It seems you're the one blinded by your own rhetorics.
Who can get me the stone clock on 6's seat? I'll clobber him myself.
The rhetorical taps his forehead mockingly, ignoring the dissatisfaction of his cohorts.
The original cause is the failure of our research on emanation. Our excellence comes from our beliefs. Once the truth fails us, the foundation that sets us apart from the world will also fail us. However, my people of great wisdom, forgive me for imagining a worst case for you. We believe the book of nature was written in the language of mathematics, and every number is a transcendental existence living in the kingdom of eternity. Math is the path to truth. The calculation of math patterns has led us to pursue the fundamental knowledge of the world, the origin of Pneuma. But what if the supreme existence has no pattern at all? What if the ebb and tide of Numa is chaotic and irrational?
An uproar ensues.
210, are you denying our beliefs? Are you saying the results we've achieved are just coincidences? The fundamental theorems of ancient mathematics? The applications and improvements from modern mathematics? The mathematical laws in atomic clocks? And leaf venation? And every prophecy of emanation that were proven correct? Were they all just a collective dream of ours?
Well, like I said, I was just imagining a worst-case scenario. Exhaustion is also a common method of proof.
Their further defense becomes untenable amid loud denunciations. The calls rise one after another, bouncing against the stone walls of the halls and reaching the ears of listeners outside the echoed whatever. True. Welcome back, Sophia. Has been a while.
Please help us, O Apiron. Correct the errors of our souls. Bring us back on the right path. Harmonize our spirit with the flesh, our will with life. Avoid sedition from a city. Purge sickness from the body.
Is she doing number 4 when she does this thing around? I don't know. Sophia wipes away her tears. A flock of seagulls flies over the beach. They circle and dance in the air with an unusually delicate grace, more like butterflies than birds. Hey, this was on Zima's island.
They don't look like seagulls. Or am I mistaken?
The corrector moves forward, stepping into the crystal clear sunlight, where the red wax seal of the St. Pavlov Foundation expressed letter is clearly visible.
Are these all from the outside world? What's happening out there?
No mention of Sonetto. That's unfortunate.
A lovely day to rest at an outdoor cafe,
No.
isn't it, darling? Everyone working here is a capable server and knows how to address you properly. With my lady, I'm here for one simple thing: information. With a careful ear to the goings-on, a shrewd businesswoman can gather all the latest news. Oh, there she comes. That girl in green with the bouncing feathers in her hat. Don't worry. She can't hear us from here.
I mean, I know it's Kakania, but, like, Burton doesn't know her, so... How are we answering this?
Of course you do. Isn't she our lively little cockatoo? She says she's a psychiatrist, but with all the work she does for the people, she's more like Vienna's own Robin Hood. Oh, look at those people around her, with their gold cufflinks and patched sleeves. Very likely they're from Leopoldstadt. You can hear them saying, "Our golden era is finally here. Forget all these melodramatic rumors." Maybe you know it by a different name? Perhaps you caught a glimpse of it under the list of exhibit sponsors? Europe at that time welcomed people from all over the world. Its culture and art held as their highest ideals. Its institutions believed they held the keys to paradise. They once believed that they were the lucky few. Blessed with the wisdom of a golden age, that's why they still linger here, even after the smoke of war faded the glimmers of gold away. It's not surprising to see Our Lady with them. See, she loves to seek these well-hidden things and chirp along with the most overlooked voices. But I feel sorry for her, because she herself overlooks some of these teeny-tiny things said at her own expense. Words taken as jokes, ignored because her wishes and anticipation outweigh their sting. But while songs are floating in the wind, the clock keeps ticking. People in the cafe talk about the secessionists and the newest plays in the same breath. No one cares about the rumors trafficked in the newspapers. They're only concerned with what is in front of their eyes. Still, the good doctor comes to share the pain of that melancholy lady, and then next to the cafe, to encourage the lower class to persevere. She says that every man is entitled to the same rights. She'll draw a circle around them all like the ring road, or the round mirrors in her clinic. The good times will come again, so say the coffee sippers. But you know, in the end, they'll be like the undissolved sugar at the bottom of the cup. My dear, your coffee is getting cold.
I understood nothing. I mean, I know she was referring to Isolde and Caconia, but like... Fitcher's bird, now we're back to Caconia and Isolde. Huh. The island was here for one chapter, and I really think this is Madame Besmert. Or at least, she looks so close to Madame Besmert. You know, at first I had the theory that Besmert was Verton's mother. Boom, I cancelled that theory out, because, you know, Yenisei is joining our group. And now we have this. Madame Marta. I mean, it's so unlikely that Besmert came to the island, but like, what's with these hair? I don't know, man. Why are they giving them Verton's hair color? It's throwing me off. It's throwing me off. Fitcher's bird, a surge of passion, a genuine heart, and a single tear. Now let's double check that we're actually recording audio. I swear it's giving me paranoia at the moment.
I'm looking for Isolde von Tittersdorf.
Two vigilant eyes appear from within the vent. The Watcher silently looks over Caconia, then opens the underground passage. What in the Foundation?
I'm looking for
SPDM?
Isolde von Tittersdorf.
A small window opens high along the stone wall. A different Watcher now looks at Caconia again, more indifferently this time, unlocking the iron door with a key. You don't have to say that, Linus, I'm afraid. I'm looking for Isolde.
I'm looking for Isolde von Tittersdorf.
Am I just insane? Did I hit a wall? A broken wall. The ragged peddler, a stranger to Caconia, nods with strange recognition. He drapes a colorful feathered cloak over Caconia and hurries through the corridor.
Sure this will work?
No time to complain, Doctor. You should be very grateful that I'm helping you. This is an invisibility cloak from Bohemia. It took the hair of 2 witches to make one. No one will see you, even if you are right under their noses.
The stiff feather covers her entirely, making Caconia feel like an odd, flightless, if colorful bird, and during the discomfort of the smell she quickens her pace. The sound of her own footfalls accelerates her heartbeat, though she tries to remember they are only audible to her. She turns a corner, then passes through to another corridor. Things might as well have gone smoothly, if not for some unexpected occurrences.
Huh? Where did the feathers come from?
Holy... It's losing feathers. I should have known these arcane devices were unreliable. I'm so close.
Caconia breaks into a run, her billowing skirt escaping the cloak's cover and so appearing in air behind her.
Wait! Isn't that the wanted criminal Caconia? The traitor! Disturbing the peace, inciting treason, and bewitching citizens with arcane skills? How dare she infiltrate the government? Halt! You're under arrest!
I must say, you kinda recognized her too fast. Then again, I guess she is wearing all green. Would be too difficult to just not recognize her.
Handle it gently.
Don't be so furious.
My child.
If she's wanted, who was helping her? Surely those couldn't have been from the Foundation. Alright. So we have 6 enemies this wave. And yeah, we're just gonna clear them out.
Take it easy.
Is beating so loud?
Shoot this guy.
I hear something.
Hey.
Gun.
Radio waves are everywhere.
Gun.
Radio waves are everywhere.
They are in fact everywhere. You're right. We're gonna randomize cards. So, mathematically, there's 6 cards here. We should get 1 of the Bicorn Bloom thing. Yep, there we go. Yeah, notice how there's no duplicates here. That is one thing that I dislike about this skill, because I'm just saying, you know, it would have great skill expression if you could get 2 cards that just merge immediately, you know what I'm saying? It's not truly random is also what I'm trying to say. What is this buff? Ah, so they just heal for free. Do you think I can burst down this guy?
I believe in you.
Handle it gently.
Talking out calms people down.
Alright.
So long lives this.
So we're gonna try to kill the back dude before we use the Cornbloom's ultimate. Never mind. I don't like that they're healing so much. Maybe I will use her ultimate
We
after all.
should listen to what people say.
Yeah,
We should listen to what people. Whose
Gun.
heart is beating so loud?
gun.
Here's
Sure.
something.
This gives us
Always hard to
Eternity's
carry
ultimate.
somewhere.
Should be an easy battle.
Agents have guns.
Gun.
It's called comet radio waves. Are
Gun.
everywhere.
Alright.
Everywhere.
We're doing good. Now we again 6 cards on the field. We randomize and we should get the Cornbloom's debuff. There it is. Again, mathematically, you will always get it. It just pisses me off a little bit. I really wish it was more random.
Bloody prom.
But hey, I guess now that it is consistent, I guess that you could argue there is some skill expression with probabilities, you know?
Don't be so furious. So long lives this, and this gives power to the.
And this should
The
kill.
ocean dried and I'm alone again.
I leveled up my Cornbloom and Eternity a little bit, and now they're just smooth sailing, I must say. Alright. Not much damage, which is pretty good. We burst down this guy.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Actually, wait.
Take it. Handle it gently.
I
Sure.
believe in you.
Flying handbag for only 3,000
Bonk,
Fibonacci.
deleted.
Try for free. Try for free.
Levia sereno intenso ad infinito.
And dusted.
I
Nice.
will pray for you. Sorry.
The enemy didn't have any barriers or evasion mechanics. Empty room, Foundation branch. Kakanya slams the door shut, barricading her pursuers behind her. The room she finds herself in is oddly spacious. A graceful figure emerges out from behind the bookshelves.
Doctor, you finally come.
Wrong game, that's Arknight.
I've been waiting for you.
Isolde drifts towards Kakanya like a wisp, as if not fully real.
For so long. Was your journey here safe?
No,
How have you been?
bad. Kakanya can't help but step back cautiously.
Isolde, what is going on? What have you and Heinrich done? Why did you say that at the exhibition? Who were those people helping me on my way here? What's with the golems, the secret tunnels, and that turmoil? You vanished from the exhibition, and now the Circle is considered a treasonous organization, and our members are now wanted. Newspapers are criticizing us. The New Free Press called us treasonous and naive, like a teenage runaway. And now the Circle has become subversives, and I'm wanted. They even thought the chaos and subsequent turmoil were planned by me. This is not why I founded it. And now you invite me here, claiming to have found the way to realize my dream. You're confusing me. Are you still the Isolde I know?
Please listen to me, Doctor. I've been meaning to tell you from the beginning. But Heinrich stopped me and told me the exhibition was a better time. He said your dream is a dream for everyone. And that's why we should announce it in front of everyone. I should apologize. I did not see this coming. I have discredited you, and you have every reason to hate me.
She poorly hides the disappointment from her face, waiting as the light in her eyes dims momentarily.
But worry not, Doctor. I give you my word. Soon you won't have to worry about anything. These people don't understand your dream, and they won't become your allies. But we are different.
Manus Vindicte?
We?
She furrows her brows, mulling over the words with full weight and prudence.
The mister who sent me your message. The people showing me the way. All were unfamiliar faces. I've never met any of them before. Who are they? No, who are you? What is your purpose?
Doctor, it doesn't matter, Doctor.
Okairi, Doctor.
What matters is that we share the same dream with you. We long for the same paradise as you do. That glorious kingdom of freedom.
She steps towards the void again with staged emotion, her smile as beautiful as it had been in any performance.
Isolde, are you seeing illusions again?
No, Doctor.
and completely cured. You healed me, and now it's my turn to treat the world with you. Let's scrape the paint off the top, reveal its true colors, and reshape it until it is transformed into a perfect world, a perfect society.
We will teach them our ways of peace with force.
Because we are the chosen ones.
You planned the riots in Leopoldstadt, right? And the march demanding the transformation of society.
Isolde smiles half mischievously.
Isolde, I don't know what they said to threaten you, but you can't stay with them. They're not treating you. You're committing a crime.
The actress stands bewildered, as if she had never considered it at all.
But I did exactly what you told me to do, Doctor.
Me?
Isolde takes light steps, retreating but not turning.
Es warst du, der mir gesagt hat, mich nicht länger zu unterdrücken.
The graceful woman takes her place. Soon she will pay homage to that splendid one-act play with her art. The curtain of her stage is about to rise. She puts on the mask. Isolde nods, turning in a move at first bashful. But then her first returns, now hidden behind a black mask. So, Mobby?
Es warst du, die mir gesagt hat, dass unsere Gesellschaft eine Operation braucht und dass wir Organisten einen neuen Lebensstil brauchen. Ist das nicht auch dein Traum? Ich möchte dir nur die Wahrheit der Welt geben. Ich möchte dir nur deinen Traum zurückgeben.
What a horrible time for it to be continued. That was a absolute waste of a chapter, and I swear if I have to, thank you. We're not dealing with the narrator. With hope rekindled, don't fall into darkness. Hoffman and Marcus. Okay.
Burn these letters, Marcus. Destroy them in accordance with the Field Mission Manual Article 341, so that no one else can read them.
Hoffman walks briskly, handing over the latest reviewed letter to her assistant.
Okay, Madam Hoffman. But shouldn't we reply to these messages from the field squad?
Don't bother. The secret letters are sent to all active investigators above rank 4. The squad is like the watchers of the critical points. They collect and record every event different to the ones in history and report to the Foundation. These incidents will be the index for evaluating the stability of the current era. In other words, the more reports they send, the more unstable the era is. This keeps every field investigator up to date on the situation so they can plan their next move. In the past, we have seen too many tragedies caused by a lack of information. But now, our own task is more urgent.
Hoffman bites her lip, rushing Marcus around the corner. Recent events have added a few more strands of white to her hair. Poor Hoffman.
Publicly committed treason. Isolde and Heinrich disappeared. Kakanya became wanted. The Leopoldstadt riots and the march of the lower-class arcanists may be directly related to them. Heinrich and Isolde's speech is like the spark that ignited the powder keg that is Vienna. The riots have been going on for days.
But why was Miss Kakanya wanted? She didn't act out of line in the exhibition and seemed totally unaware of the speech. All she had was the book, which didn't belong to this era. Clearly, Heinrich didn't tell her a thing.
It is because she is the known founder of the Circle, and a middle class with no background. This is good news for us, Marcus. We can start with Kakanya. They didn't protect her from being wanted, which means she has not been fully assimilated into this elite group of nobles. How typical of Manus Vindictae. We need to find her fast. Luckily, the spider tail you put on her is reacting.
Crash! A stone scrape over the top of her head. The investigators turn back in shock. The statue standing at the entrance of the Foundation Vienna branch has just been shattered to pieces. A hysterical laugh can be heard, booming from the 4th floor window.
Go to hell, you dirty, disgusting officials! For a kingdom of freedom!
I want peace and freedom. I will destroy the world to get that freedom. And then when they live alone, they just die out of starvation, anarchy, blah blah blah. And then they establish rules to be like, guys, we're going too far. We need to put some order. And then boom, they just, we're back to point one. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
For a kingdom of freedom.
Shoot, they're attacking the Foundation branch. Focus on what's important, Marcus. Someone summoned a bunch of critters on Kärtnerstraße. They're coming this way.
Honestly, I'm not a fan of this battle. It just feels like, you know, it's the usual, oh, we're under attack. Give me your orders, Commander. Or, give me your orders, Senpai from Fate Grand Order or something. I don't know, man. It just feels so lame. It's like, come on, dude. You just progress the story. You don't have to put battles here and there. I mean, I guess they're trying to bring up a point that, oh, look guys, there's consequence for letting these people do as what they did. Wow. Silence and disarm for 2 turns. Well, isn't that just fun? We're gonna disarm this fella, and sure, we're gonna gun. Why not? Well, Seneto's at 4 Moxie. We can look to use her Moxie next turn. So we're gonna do this. This. Soften up this guy so Seneto can just dump her ultimate next turn. Yeah. Gun. Really wish the front guy was hit, but it's okay.
How dare you?
So we do this. This.
The world I have never seen before.
Yeah. This is 2 waves, which is why I'm playing a little more conservatively. Otherwise, I would dump everything as soon as I can. Alright. So we can use this round to get more Moxie for our Eternity. Boom. And... I really don't want to disarm, though.
Take it easy.
Man, that sucks. But it's okay.
A little bit hot here.
It is a-okay. Boom.
I hear something. We
Boom.
should listen to what people say.
Bloody Trump.
Don't be so furious. Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
The door was opened on me. Interesting. Interesting indeed. That timing could not have been funnier. Okay. Boom. Gun. And then this should kill. It's 2 hits from a maxed out thingy. Maxed out thing. The buff. Ah, never mind. It didn't kill. Interesting. As you can see, Eternity has this aura around her now. When you max out this thing, Blood of Immortality, her hand just does the thing apparently. Okay.
Handle it gently.
Watch the enemy just survive.
Try to free.
Okay, no Green Lake campsite thing. Okay.
I don't.
A strangely scented smoke spreads out over the street, making the already chaotic scene even more incomprehensible.
Something's wrong with this mist. Maybe the evaporation of the arcane potion. Devil's shoestring, judging by the smell. For better diffusivity. Marcus, cover your mouth and nose, but enters the Foundation's branch when it clears up.
Hoffman pulls Marcus's hand, darting through the crowd at speed to avoid inhaling more of the unknown gas. At last they reach an area not yet engulfed by chaos. For now, all that's left for them is to wait. The unseasoned investigator stands stunned and uncharacteristically vacant in mind.
Marcus, are you okay? Did the mist get to you?
No.
Marcus pats her head where a layer of cold sweat has formed.
Madam Hoffman, the terrorists and the people in the march, what they shouted? For a kingdom of freedom. That's what Miss did the stuff said in the exhibit, and she quoted that from Dr. Kakanya. And it was me. I told that to Dr. Kakanya. I told her about the island. I told her it's a place of freedom for arcanists. So I'm the one who caused this turmoil. I told them the secret of the Golden Isle and caused the chain reaction.
Hoffman seems to have neither words of comfort nor criticism planned. She bites her tongue in her mouth. Marcus, meanwhile, collapses slowly to the ground as she holds her head.
I didn't listen to you. I'm too reckless. I lack rational thinking. I'm unstable and out of control. And the one thing I can control, my arcane skill, didn't help at all.
She shed a tear. Poor Marcus.
You vouched for me and appointed me to the field mission from the headquarters, but
Maybe it is like what you said.
Hoffman rubs her temples figuratively, ignoring the now pale complexion of her subordinate.
Maybe you did play a role in this era, causing a butterfly effect in history. But trying to be responsible for everything beyond one's capability is a symbol of irrational hubris. First of all, creating chaos in this chaotic time is more than easy. Just look at all the frequent ethnic conflicts, assassinations and espionage. If not the Circle and his old, the Menace will find themselves a different flashpoint. You never know how the leaked information will simmer. Its subsequent spread is uncontrollable, and remorse would be useless. The thing is, everyone has their own ideas about that island. Your words just deepened the expectations.
Her cheeks finally regain some color.
As for your self-assessment, we have all heard it. Humans are more rational and arcanists are more emotional. They are sensitive to the darkness in the world so they can easily become absorbed in their own emotions and ignore reality. But if we put a human child in the position of an arcanist, who always takes on the world because of his uniqueness, who is never understood for his talents, maybe he too will become impulsive, sensitive, immature, and unstable. And that's why it sometimes dawns on me that if we put an arcanist child in the position of a human being who receives enough love, education, and positive feedback, these instabilities might be controllable. At least enough to keep them from hurting themselves or others.
Madam Hoffman?
I took you away from the storm in 1912. It has been a long time after that, so I know how precious it must be for you to return to 1914, and your urge to complete the mission and go back to Romania. You are not an impulsive person, Marcus. You're just growing up, and you do need to grow.
Hoffman brings her hand to her mouth, coughing softly and hesitantly.
As for appointing you, it was by my own will, because the age of humans has come to an end.
The age of humans is ending?
Marcus staggers back to her feet. Contrary to her expectations, Hoffman's expression is unchanged, as if she is merely stating an established fact.
If the eras keep on regressing, human technologies would fail to accumulate. Meanwhile, arcane skills that depend largely on the individual's potential will shine. In this war of reversals, futures, and time, it is you who will survive, not us. And that's why sooner or later, you'll have to go at it alone. This is the most rational assessment I can make for the continuation of civilization.
Rational. But I've been doing my best to be rational as well. Even though I keep reading and practicing information analysis, I can't make a choice. What if I make a wrong choice? What if there's no right answer? What if I never told Kakanya about...
Enough. You're getting carried away. There is nothing mysterious about rationality. It simply guides us out of confusion and straight to the essence of things.
The essence?
The reason why we're doing a job here is simple, Marcus. Arcanists keep going to the Menace. It's because they can promise the salvation while we can't. Therefore, decoding their immunity ritual against the storm is top priority. If we can't, being isolated on a small piece of land, we're bound to meet our end in this temporal catastrophe. We're not the only investigators sent by the headquarters. So our mission is to collect every clue left by the Menace and send them back to La Place. Everything else is secondary.
Marcus presses her lips tightly, not wanting to speak. She takes a deep breath, following Hoffman's words as they step out of the darkness. She can do nothing more than focus intently on their current situation.
Madame Hoffman, besides finding Miss Kakanya, there may be another way. That painting, the last work of Theophil, The Salvation. Something's off with it. When I read it in the exhibition, I felt a familiar afflatus. It was concealed in a clever way, but I noticed the traces of concealment.
Manus's arcane skill.
Marcus hesitates for a moment, performing at once a nod and shaking her head, creating a muddled response.
But I couldn't read anything more from it. If we can persuade Miss Kakanya to help us with her arcane skill...
Is her arcane skill similar to yours?
No, quite different. I fought her once. I feel that under certain conditions, our arcane skills might be complementary.
Marcus poists wholeheartedly, once again drifting into her own thoughts.
Well done, Marcus. This is something only you can do. The government has a painting now. The field agent squad can retrieve it for us.
Hoffman nods, loading more bullets into the chamber.
The fog has cleared. Let's go. Now, we need to find Kakanya.
I loved that conversation between them. Hoffman is a real one for real. Sometimes I forget Hoffman is from Laplace. I mean, she's with the Foundation. Laplace is with the Foundation, but like, they're two separate things, but like, you know.
Darling, did you hear that?
No.
The sound of a match scraping against the box, igniting in a dark, silent alley. And then... boom.
No.
War, like an unstoppable train, hurtles down the track with its passengers vanishing in the thick, black smoke. In the train, the elderly tremble in the corner, and the infants babble dreaming. Oh, but the only young man aboard is filling coal into the furnace. Meanwhile, another train is hurtling down the same track, puffing the same black smoke.
Let me guess, boom.
Alas.
No, never mind.
The two trains are destined to collide in a war to end all wars. Pay close attention. You'll see the banner reaching out above their train, and the bloodstains on it. Next, let's turn to where the train departed, to find the source of everything. Rewind the clock to before the whistle blew, before the furnace ignited. And then, child, look somewhere far from here. In the Schönbrunn Palace, where the fine gentlemen of Austria-Hungary eagerly plan the extension of their national borders. But the Habsburgs value their honors so much that first they must find themselves some excuse to cross that border. Yet in another land, a humiliated people were gathering in secret, their blood as hot as fire, ready to burn anyone and anywhere it was splattered. Fate drove an open-topped car there, carrying an ill-fated couple. Their presence, a crushing indignity that could not be endured. An avenging bullet was sent to them as a gift from a luck-struck patriot. In a moment, each party was granted their long-sought excuse. But a yearning furnace at last had its reason to burn, to steam toward its final destination. My dear, it's not a story of hatred or anger. The footprints were laid down before you ever stepped forward into them. Fresh-faced boys traded books and toys for rifles, and poets were buried in trenches, musicians deafened by explosions and the howls of death. But those war starters? Those who doodled their ambitions on maps while supping their dessert would lose nothing in their gamble. The dew-fed river would still flow, and the facades of their great palaces would never be chipped or rocked by the guns they set off. Nothing stains their hands, save the cream from their cakes. Perhaps We wait. Wait for a pouring rain to douse the fires. A flood that might sweep the armies, wagered like betting chips from their maps. Then, perhaps, that car will turn and the fated dead will come back to life. But you know that will not be how the story ends.
Gotta say, I'm understanding a whole lot of nothing. I could be ignorant, but So, who do we see here? Kakanya, Hoffman, Marcus. That's really it. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Chief. In between the chapters, whenever they bring a trial nowadays, it just feels kind of redundant, doesn't it? It's just like, I guess if you know what they're talking about, maybe you'll be enjoying, but... Huh. I'm trying to look at the times here. So this was 11 January. Huh. That's weird. So Verton's letter is out. I assume we get the message around this time. I don't know, man. I'm just confused. I really want them to continue with Verton. I really like the Verton's part. I still stand by what I said. I think this, she has something to do with Madame Besmert, or their design is just, I don't know. Maybe Besmert was originally gonna be an island character, and now they're using a scrapped graphic of her. I'm not sure. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll leave my theories for later, because at the moment, every time I come up with something, a trial just appears, and boom, it's a whole lot of confusing nothing. It's slowing down the tempo of the story, I feel. But that's just an opinion. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
After using these glass bottles